Hi, welcome to Let's Talk. And today we're looking at why are older Nigerian men, I'm talking about 40s, 50s, not too keen about getting married. They seem to be content with where they are. They're enjoying the aloneness, and they're not too keen about getting married. Some have never married, and then the 40s, going 50s, and they're okay with it. So, is it something new in the African culture, especially the Nigerian culture, or is this something that was imbibed? Or do we have external factors that have been able to push away the cultural values? When I talk about the cultural values, the right thing for any Nigerian man at a certain age is to get married. But now you see the Nigerian man has never married, never been married, up to 40, 45, 50 years. And you ask him what's going on, and he says, hey, I'm fine. I'm okay, I'm good. Yes, I could be lonely at times, but I'm actually okay. So we're going to talk about this. Why is this? I'd like to hear from you as well. Maybe you have your own reasons as well why this is happening. But I think top of that list is the economic aspects of things. It's quite expensive keeping a home now, and it might not be too favorable for someone that doesn't have a good income. So I would say a lot of African men, Nigerian men especially, if you really call them close and ask them, they'll tell you, look, I can't afford it. I can't afford to get married. I know I'm getting old, but I can't afford it. I mean, it's going to cost a lot of money for me to bring in a woman into this home. So the economy is one of the reasons why some Nigerian men, most Nigerian men, middle age and above, are not too keen about getting married. The second point is the issue of infidelity. Now, the social media has opened up a lot of issues concerning marriage, giving the Nigerian women a bad picture. They will tell you, some Nigerian men are not to be trusted because some of them are, they're unfaithful, they're this, they're that. So you have a lot of negative influence that has come to scare some men away from getting married regardless of how old they are. They're like, I don't want to go into any of this rubbish whereby I'm afraid maybe I have 2, 3 kids and the kids are not mine. So I'll sort myself out. Somehow they are postponing whatever is awaiting them. So they're okay. They just want to be alone because of the negative news about women's infidelity. Another angle to it is that they feel that that is the rich ones now. The ones that have money or think they have money feel that if I get married now, it's going to be to a younger woman. And a younger woman will most likely be targeting my money. So I'm trying to just have relationships here and there without getting married. And so the guy just decides to chill because he wants to keep his money. He doesn't want to get married. And that is really funny because when you die, are you going with your money? So you want to keep your money till when? Till eternity. Well, but these are some of the reasons why I think most Nigerian older men, these are old, successful men, are not thinking about getting married again. And then some of them, the other reason is that their hands have been burnt before. And so they don't want to experience the same heartbreak, the same pain that they experienced from a broken relationship, a broken marriage. They're not too keen about going back to that anymore. Some fortunately have 1 or 2 kids from either the previous marriage or relationship, so they are content with that. They're not too keen about moving forward and having another, relationship, another marriage. They're not too keen about it. So these are some of the reasons why Nigerian men are not too keen. That is, older men are not too keen about getting married. But what that does is that it actually it shifts the emphasis. It shifts the pressure on the younger men, because a lot of younger men now are beginning to look at the older men as mentors to provide an example for them to get into. But when you notice that your Uncle A, Uncle B, a 20-year-old guy, 30-year-old guy, you notice Uncle A, Uncle B, who are in their 40s, 50s and not married, it just dissuades you from thinking about getting married. Or you go and meet Uncle B, who is in his 40s, and you're asking, Uncle, why aren't you married now? And he tells you, women, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. So all those things, the pressure is now on the younger men. They're not too keen about getting married. They'll just tell you, beg, Don't get into it. If Uncle A, Uncle B, Uncle C is not married at his age, why should I get married, for goodness sake? Why should I get married? So those are part of the problems that people are facing. And I think the best way to solve this problem is to really deal with the issues. Why do we have such impressions? Why do the rich men feel that the women are after their money? And then why do they also feel that Nigerian women are troublesome? And the other aspect of is marriage all about money? There are times that people get married, they're not really that okay financially, but things kind of work out for them. But do our men want to try that at this time? They'll tell you, no, 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 no. Women want money, blah, blah, blah. Don't get married without money, forget it. And then for some of the men who belong to a certain tribe, I'm not going to mention that tribe, they want to wait until they built a house, they built a successful business before they get married. So these are things that really are stopping a lot of women out there from getting married, because the older men are not even too keen about it. And so the younger men are dissuaded to get into marriage as well. So back to the solution. The impression has to change. Money is not everything. It's important, but it has to change. The issue of infidelity, not all women have that problem. And men too have their own problems. So let's face the facts. A lot of African men are expected to, a lot of things are expected of you at a certain age, but don't be under pressure. But however, don't use the example that what happened to your friend, the ugly experience they had with marriage, don't let it affect your own decision in marriage. And then don't be afraid. Yeah, don't be afraid of what's going to happen. What's going to happen? As I mean, I married the wrong person again, or I married the wrong person, I end up in hell. So don't be afraid. Examine, do what you need to do your due diligence on the lady that you want to get married to. And also, as a Christian, I'll say pray about it, talk to some people about it, go for counseling. Both of you should sit down with a counselor and talk about different opinions you may have, and that's it for me. Anyway, we'd like to hear your views. Before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe. I should have said that earlier. We're trying to build this channel, so please go ahead, subscribe to this channel. We're trying to build as much as we can. The channel is really about talking about Africa, African relationships, African politics, African issues, movies, you name it, lifestyle, Africa. So don't forget to press the subscription button, notification button, and also view and comments. We'd like to hear from you. Take care. See you next time.